Hello. Welcome to another tutorial on Windows Server 2012 configuration and administration. Let's do this as quickly as possible. In the last video, we discussed the Windows Server 2012 installation. Watch the video for your reference, the link is provided in the description below. Before we continue, this tutorial is composed of various videos about the configuration and administration of the different roles and features of Windows Server 2012. So, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell for the new video updates. First things first, after Windows Server installation, change the computer name or the host name of your computer server. It is very important, and it is done for a number of reasons. But the main reason is, it will be easy for you to identify your server, and some programs use the host name for various purposes. In changing the host name, there are many ways to do this. In the Start menu, or using the shortcut combination, Windows key +R, open the Run dialog window and enter the command, sysdm.cpl that stands for System Device Manager Control Panel Applet. You can also use the CMD. The Windows PowerShell, or open the Windows File Explorer, right-click this PC, and select Properties. Click Change Settings, and click Change. Type your host name and keep the workgroup name for now. I'd like to name this server as GamerIans.DC. You know, we have preferences in naming our computers. Like this one, we use .DC, which stands for a domain controller. Here is another example. BS for a backup server, FS for a file server, PS if it is a print server, and so on. In the end, the only purpose is, for us to easily identify our computers or servers by naming them what would be the best host name. Anyways, it is your own choice, if what will be the best host name for your servers. After changing the host name, click OK. Then restart your server. The new host name will take effect after restarting. Now, let us check if the host name was changed. There, we already have a new host name. Second, we will set the static IP address for this server. The static IP address is important so that the IP address of the Windows server will not change from time to time. To set the IP address, open the CMD or the Windows PowerShell, or using the shortcut combination, Windows key +R, open the Run dialog window and enter the command and type ncpa.cpl that stands for Network Connections Properties Control Panel File. Or simply right-click the network or internet access icon, and click Open Network and Internet Settings. Click the Change Adapter Settings, right-click your network device, and select Properties. In the Networking Properties, you may disable the TCP/IP version 6, if you are only using the version 4. Now, select Internet Protocol version 4, select Properties, and set your IP address, subnet, and your gateway. Here, we will use the IP address 192.168.254.1 as an example. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.0 or /24. A default gateway is a router that connects your host to remote network segments like the internet. If your network is not connected to the other network segments, then you can leave the gateway and the DNS blank. The server will automatically use its local host address as a DNS address. In our case, our default gateway is 192.168.254.254, and we will use the Google public DNS IP address as our DNS. For future reference, you must remember the Windows Server IP address. This will be used by your clients as a DNS address, for them to be a member of the domain computers of your Windows Server domain controller. For more info about IP addressing and subnetting, you may visit the Routing Information Protocol by Cisco. The link is provided in the description. Our next lesson will be the Active Directory domain services. Therefore, click the notification bell to get the latest video updates. Don't forget to share, like this video, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.